Hello everyone, Fru here. Welcome to today's relevant read. So guys, in today's read, we're going to be looking at this very fascinating article. 11 tech jobs where you can earn a salary of over $200,000. Guys, so this is 11 tech jobs where you can earn a salary of over $200,000, 200K. This is amazing, guys. This is really fascinating. I'm going to zoom in here so we can take a look at it. 11 tech jobs where you can earn a salary of over 200,000, guys. So we know that salary is a very important consideration for people that are thinking about jobs. And on this channel we talk about technology, career advice, and inspiration so you can live the best personal and professional life possible. All right, guys, so salary consideration, very important. And having this conversation of over $200,000 with the backdrop of the average salary in the United States being somewhere around 40,000 or so, plus or minus, guys, that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference, right? Talking about making about 40 or $50,000, which is the average, the median, and you know, potentially working in tech and making over 200K, guys, I see how this could be very appealing to a lot of people. And that's why this article came up in the list as a relevant read for us to take a look. It's a very short article, guys, and my hope is not that this will change any decision for anybody, but at least to inspire people, right? Sometimes it's very fascinating to take a look at these things to inspire people. Guys, are you close to 200,000? Are you far from it, guys? Where do you fall, right? And my hope sharing this is just to inspire people. It's not to make people feel sad that, well, they're not making 200K, but it's just to say it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. All right. And as long as it's possible, guys, there's no reason why you cannot we cannot share it, or for you to aspire to it, if that's what's important to you. All right, guys. And before we dive in, I'm gonna share this picture here. It's a quote that I came across just searching the web, and it talks about salary. Again, this is supposed to be lighthearted, but what it says is your salary is the bribe they pay you to forget your dreams. Guys, your salary is the bribe they pay you to forget your dreams. I don't know, who came up with this quote. I just found it somewhere on the web, so it's available on Reddit. But it's kind of depressing to read this, right? I mean, think about it, right? The salary is the bribe they pay you to forget your dreams, right? Doesn't that make you sad, guys? At least for me, it does. If this is really how people look at salary, because you want to imagine that they pay you salary because you're working, you're doing something amazing, you're trading your time for valuable insights, products, and work that you're doing for companies, right? So looking at this, your salary is the bribe they pay you to forget your dreams can be very sad and painful. But if this is true, and let's just assume for a second that this is true, all right, that this is a bribe they pay you to forget your dreams, then you would definitely want to make sure that that bribe is as high as possible, right, guys? Doesn't that make sense, right? So if your salary is the bribe they pay you to forget your dreams, why not go out and make sure that the bribe is as high as possible, right? It would just make sense for us for it to be that way. All right, so that said, jokes aside, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna look at 11 tech jobs where you can earn over 100, over 200K. And the unfortunate thing about this article, and I might hopefully find another article, is it just tells you the jobs. What we're not gonna see here is how, right? So it just shows you, but we're not gonna see how. That might be in a separate article as a follow-up. All right, and these are all tech related jobs. So guys, as always, the link to this article would be in the description. You can read all the details here that it talks about, right? And the ideas that salary are expected to keep climbing as the talent gap widens. So there's just a lot, but let's dive into the 11th one, and I'll zoom in here so we can see them on the screen. So as expected, the first one being CTO, CIO, your C-level positions. Guys, these are the chiefs. These are the people that are the top brasses in companies in technology, and it's no surprise that they make some pretty good money. All right, so if your ambition is to climb up and go through the corporate ladder and all the political nuances that come with that, and be able to lead teams and take a lot of responsibilities, set the direction, if that's you, then this could really be an amazing career option, right? And making up to 300K. So very, very interesting. Number two, of course, being Chief Information Security Officer. All right, security these days is becoming very important. A lot of companies are really focusing on security, right? With data breaches happening almost every other day for companies, there's really that need to secure the data that all the companies are collecting and make sure that it's in compliance. All right, and if you can climb up from just being a security professional with like your SIPS certification and being able to climb up the ladder into the chief position, chief information security officer, guys, you can make some pretty good money, and you might really end up laughing to the bank with a lot of money. All right, guys, so security, governance, and privacy really all plays into this. Number three, demandware developer. All right, so that's also very important. Solutions architect, guys, so these are the guys or people or ladies that are architecting systems, the architecting solutions, end-to-end solutions, guys. So these are people with technical knowledge, at least some understanding of the business, big picture thinking, that they can be able to put together end-to-end solutions, whether on premise, in the cloud. We're seeing a lot of solutions architects in the cloud these days. So that could be a great opportunity for you, right? I would say solutions architect. The one I don't see here is enterprise architect. I think that should be somewhere as well, right? And that might be a higher umbrella to solutions architect. Usually enterprise architect kind of might go up to then being CTOs and things like that, right? Because then they're architecting the entire enterprise. But nonetheless, I hope this gives you some ideas, right? Then you have IoT solutions architect, right? Like I mentioned, solutions architect, it could be a little bit of a generalist. Then now you can have it for IoT, right? And then you can have a data architect, right? So but the takeaway, our Salesforce solutions architect, a database architect, wow, there you have it, right? So the takeaway from it this year is, any form of architect, right? Or let me not say any form of architect, but architects, are really in good positions, and these are usually your senior people, right? Your senior technical people. So if it start off as just being like an analyst and then being maybe an engineer, a developer or engineer or things like that, right? And you progress into a lead and such, right? Architect really kind of is that career progression that it ends up going to. All right. So if you have big picture, you have wide industry knowledge, you understand a lot of tools, you can architect systems of how your databases interact with your hardware, interact with your networking, interact with your security, and all of those pieces coming together, guys, you can make some good money, right? Data architect, database architect, companies have a lot of data in databases, so you can make some pretty good money. All right, project manager too, guys. So project managers, these are the folks that manage projects. So IT usually would come up with projects and set up a budget for that, right? Where you need a bunch of people to come work together to build products, right? So your project manager is a skilled person with some managerial skills, maybe some technical know-how, that can bring in the engineers, they can bring in the architects, they can bring in the users, they can bring in the stakeholders, they can bring all the moving pieces, right? Everybody in the stakeholder, coordinate everything, gather the requirements, and be able to build systems and deliver them to production. So project manager could be something that, if that's really something that interests you, you can make some really good money, and your wallet will be very happy if this is one of the roles that you take on. All right, and an AI developer, we see AI is really an AI, artificial intelligence, of course, booming these days, right? Or whether we're talking about machine learning, big data, even IoT too, right? Edge computing, and a lot of that are all coming together, and it's really making a very high demand for this skill set, right? Being an AI developer. And machine learning too is just right underneath there. I always bucket these two together for some reason. I just think that they're so kind of similar. Machine learning, AI is just a progression from machine learning. All right. Actually, machine learning is a subset of AI. Basically, that's basically, I think, a better way to put it, right? Because you have this idea of artificial intelligence, and then machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. All right. And so having the skills and the competencies to use statistical methods supervised learning or supervised learning, deep learning with neural networks and things like that, right? Keras, TensorFlow and things like that to build systems, right? To solve companies' problems could be very, very, very lucrative, right? And a lot of people, even starting salaries, right? Coming out of college or coming out of training or with certifications, and they're making good money, right? They're really seeing some greens here. And if that's something that's interesting to you, or you have the passion for it, you have the skill set for it, guys, you can make some really good money. You can make some really good money doing that. All right. And the report kind of goes down and talks a little bit more around some of the other things there, like top paying jobs in augmented reality, virtual reality, Internet of Things, right? So that's also good. IoT software engineer, that's good. Virtual reality engineer, that's good. Mixed reality developer, guys, that's something that's also coming out, right? You keep me asking what is mixed reality, right? It's just a matter of how the physical reality that we have interacts with the software, and how people flow between the two. All right, so you can really make some good money out of that, right? And it talks here the higher salary jobs in cybersecurity include managers for information security, application security engineer, as such, right? I think that if looking at this, there should really be that theme that's cybersecurity or security in general. Is really, really, really having a very important role to play in organizations these days. As organizations left and right, government, everybody, banking, finance, every single one don't want to be the company that is in the news because of a breach or some compliance violation or data something, right? So security professionals are coming in, they're being paid some good money to make sure that the systems are all secured, right, from cyber attacks and such. All right, guys, so I hope this helps. Like I said, this was a very fascinating article. I wish it had links into how to learn and become any one of this, and some more detailed resources. But nonetheless, this should give you some pointers, right? This should just give you some pointers. It should give you some inspirations as you're thinking about your career and you're trying to plan out where will I be in 5, 10, 20 years, guys. This could be part of the roadmap that you kind of look at to say, yeah, sure, I know I'm just a beginner now, I'm just doing my entry level, I understand this, but ultimately, guys, I want to be making that CTO money, right? I want to be making the CTO money, if that's your ambition, right? And then you can start thinking, how do I strategize, how do I align my career to take me to this path? And that could really be something powerful if you do, guys. I just hope this inspires you. Again, like, some people might see all this kind of money and feel like, oh, I'm not making that kind of money, so I'm sad or depressed or something. No, guys, this should hopefully inspire you, right? This should hopefully inspire you. All right, guys, so I hope this helps. Like I mentioned, the link to this article is in the description. Check it out, read the direct article for yourself, share it with somebody that might get value out of it, or inspire somebody that might get value out of it. All right, guys, and as we mentioned in all our other videos, or in most of the other videos, guys, we also have the Thrilly AI extension. It's an AI bookmark for YouTube, guys. It's an extension that helps you interact with YouTube very smoothly. So I really encourage you and invite you guys to install the extension, guys. And what it does once you have it installed is you can go into YouTube. If you're watching any video and the video was a very long video, guys, you can now begin to add bookmarks to that video, guys, by clicking the bookmark button. You can move the description, give it a title, make it public or private, save that bookmark. That way, when you come back to that video, I just added this other bookmark here. You can see all the bookmarks that have been added to this video by you or other people that made it private. So, guys, this is a very rich, guys, and very intimate way to interact with videos, saving you a lot of time than having to go rewatch an entire 1 hour long video just to realize that a small piece of it was relevant to you. All right, and then the AI piece, you can index the video with AI with a simple click on the button. And once you do that, you can click and go to the specific locations of where any keyword in that video was mentioned. So here, if quantum number was mentioned, now I can, if I'm trying to study quantum number, I can go to the exact location and play it where he talked about quantum number in this video. All right, guys. And so, like, being a student, being a gamer, being Anybody that consumes content on YouTube, you definitely want to have this extension as your companion. And if you like it, guys, please do make sure you share it. So others can get value and they can get benefit out of it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Fru sharing a relevant read today, 11 tech jobs where you can earn salary over 200k plus. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next relevant read.